What was the return phone number on that? Or do you have a phone number that you know the
5:14 p.m. Hello, I was just wondering if you were supporting Steve Fitzgerald for the state senate race. I noticed you had a big sign out in front of your business, and he's kind of bidding that out of Leavenworth. We've spent a lot of money at your business, and we will not be coming there any longer as long as you're still Fitzgerald.
Not to do any business with you anymore. Even though I don't know that she's ever done any with us unless it was when she was with the school board at Piper. Not to do any business at your store. And they're, yeah, and she's friends with the governor of Kansas, and that's kind of spooky, especially the way our taxes have been climbing lately.
See, you've been sitting on this for a month now, basically. Talk about your initial reaction when you got the call, and then how things have festered, may not be the right word, but how things have progressed since you actually got that call a month ago.
Well, I just, like our son told us about the message first, and I was kind of, concerned. Just wondered, what exactly was going to happen,
Well, did anything after you got the call? Did anything happen?
Well, I told actually the sign isn't even on our property. It's not. It's on my brother's business. But the Fitzgerald sign. But he called her and let her put up a sign up by that sign, up by Fitzgerald's sign,
right
up the way. So it really wasn't even. She called the wrong business basically.
So he called her after this phone call?
Yeah, yes. Right. We told him about it because he had the sign up, and told her that she could put a sign up there if she wanted to.
So when he called her back, did he realize who she was at that point? I mean,
yeah, he called this number and he talked to her. Yeah.
Okay. And so, how did it make you feel with that phone call? You feel that is voter intimidation?
I feel like it's really, yeah, because we're a minority in Wyandotte County, Republicans, and it just doesn't make you, it doesn't bode well for the future if she's elected. I think that it's just not the way you should do business. Kind of childish or grade school like, for a politician to act that way.
Do you even know if she's a customer of yours, or?
To my knowledge, she isn't.
No, the Piper. She was on the Piper school board. I don't know if she was president but she was on the school board, and they buy a few items from us, the school district. But other than that, I've only seen her once. I don't even know her.
Are you taking any type of legal action with this?
Oh no.
You just want the voters to know, or what is it? Why are you telling us?
Well, I just, it just seems like that kind of politics needs to go away, Just because, she thought we had a sign for Steve Fitzgerald. She's going to call and threaten us like that. It's just not, not the way to be, I don't think. She should try to win us over with her ideas instead of, threats.
Porter's Buggy Bath and Anson Storage at 130th and K7. I think it was right about a day or two after this call. My manager told me, said, "Hey, we've received a hate call about the sign that's out in front." And I said, "So recount it to me." And she said, "Well, this lady called and said as long as she had a problem with our car wash. And as long as we had that sign up, that she wouldn't do business there anymore." And could not believe that we succumbed to the pressure from the Republican Party to put that sign up. At that point, our manager said, "Well, I don't think they succumbed to any pressure. I think they asked for it." And we had. And so about 2 days later, I called Steve and I said, kind of anecdotal, to tell him that we'd received this call. The first of, I thought, perhaps others, and that she had threatened us not to do any more business. And he said, "Well, that's not the first call," and he recounted this one. and then he told me who it was. We played the tape from our manager, and she identified the voice as the same woman that had called Jerry's here as having called us. That's true.
As a business owner, how does that make you feel?
Well, it kind of bothers me, the same as it bothers this business. You know, we're small businesses, and I don't know if anyone has noticed, but being in business for yourself is not the easiest chore around here. And so when someone threatens to tell you they're not going to do business anymore and tell their friends and their friends' friends, that has some impact on you. But at the same time, you know, we live in a society that guarantees our right to demonstrate our feelings for whether it's Fitzgerald or anyone else. And I was offended by it.
If it hadn't been her, and it just been somebody on the street, would you be offended?
Yes.
Still be offended?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. You vote with your feet, but don't call and threaten me. And as a politician, that's not the kind of representation I want down the State House. I don't want someone who thinks they're going to succeed through fear and intimidation. I want someone who's going to succeed on character and morality. And I don't see that.
Your thoughts, first of all?
When I first heard about this, I didn't believe that it was actually my opponent. I thought it was probably some overzealous supporter, and that sort of thing happens. It's offensive. I agree with Dan and with Steve on their comments as to how they feel about it. But these sort of things happen. People do become overzealous, particularly in campaigns that get heated. And I got to tell you, I am very surprised to find out that it was Kelly, or at least it came from her home phone number. That surprised me, and I don't know what to say other than what's already been said. I think we need to focus on the issues. I think the voters need to focus on the issues. I think that the voters need to know who's running, and that's one of the reasons why we put out signs, is so that voters can recognize who's running for the various offices. I think trying to get people to take signs down is, if that's not, okay, maybe it's not intimidation, although the people have told you that they did feel somewhat intimidated. I certainly think it's an attempt to suppress information about candidates, and I don't think that's appropriate. I would like more information out there, both about myself and about the other candidates. The fact is that, as you people have, I'm sure, reported many times, you know, we don't have enough voter involvement in our elections. And trying to suppress information by signs or however else is not going to help get that voter involvement that we need. And I think we need to do that. So I would hope from now on we're going to leave the signs up and let people have the signs up and argue the issues and have an election.
But both Steve and Dan have said that you don't plan to take any legal action on this?
No.
I don't think it's appropriate to take legal action. I believe what Dan said is accurate. I think it's immature. I think what I said to begin with, I thought it was an overzealous supporter, and it's just inappropriate. I don't think this is anything that we want to make a. However, if there's a lawyer out there who wants to do something, that's up to him. You know.
Dan's a big guy. I'm a big guy. We're not easily intimidated.
Right.
But we are bothered by the fact that somebody would threaten our business, okay, or lack thereof, by their influence with other people. And in this case, perhaps even influence with political influence, school boards, etc.